me came today to discuss to y'all and to give you all maybe a unique perspective, maybe a wise perspective, since we're the whole reason for the series is to acquire wisdom. The whole reason of this series is to hone our spiritual gifts or to practice the technique so much that we're able to move and be better. We don't know where we're going to start, so we're just going to start, okay? Let me tell you that when we heard of the theme, right, for Met Gala, me a fashion girl. Cada dia, todos los días, me gonna be dressed. No matter where we go, no matter what we do, no matter if we stay in the house. Okay, me thought me here. No matter if we stay in the house, me still gonna be on point. Just cause me like looking sexy 24/7. Me like being 24/7. You see what me say? Wow. So it's the fact that when we heard the theme for Met Gala, me was a little perplexed and nonplussed. The audacity, the caucasity, the ignorance, the gall, the wherewithal, the disappointment, the lack of creativity, and the overall joke that you had to be fucking playing when you not only made the scene and thought in your mind, your whole mental, this right here is going to, as the first Met Gala, that true, mira, cheers to that. First Black Met Gala, turn up. As the first Met Gala for Black people, people of color, right? Because we on the whole spectrum, you know. For brown people, we gonna tell it's the reason why me stop. Me trying to avoid calling this Black. Pero that's the next episode. This one, Met Gala. It's the fact that you are, okay, it's a lion. Leo! Ay, santo God! You gonna do this on the gas and then we got the whole truck, you know. It's the fact that you all decided maybe it was a dump. Me feel like spiritually. Me feel like spiritually and as far as wisely. Just with wise eyes. Not even spiritual eyes. Because some people aren't spiritual. Just with wise eyes, okay? Let me appeal to your logos at this moment in time. See, your gal studied 3 years of Latin. Porque once they found out that me was native in Spanish and French, they didn't offer me that. So freshman year, me got perfecto grades, started trying to make it look like me didn't know, and me teacher still told these folks that me knew the language, right, the idioma, and to place me somewhere in the language that me did not know so me could learn. They placed me in line. Isn't it 3 years? They thought me was going to go medical route, whatever the case, but mostly me was intrigued simply because Latin is really one of the blueprints for almost the majority of our languages we speak today. It's one of the original languages that was spoken at this higher about. So English, French, Spanish, Creole, Patois, things of that nature derive from Latin. A lot of terms we still use today. However, we're not going to go down that route. What we're going to say is this: ethos, pathos, logos. Ethos is appealing to your ethics. Pathos is appealing to your emotional. Logos is appealing to your mind. Okay? Let's appeal to your common sense, your logical, your logos. Aquí estamos. Quédate conmigo. Now, you will see that me getting better with me source simply because of the fact that me getting used to talking on camera, on video to you all without instant feedback and with a delay that me can stop and actually prepare myself. So now that I'm going full force like we would in nature if you saw me in the wild somewhere, Hopefully, me will have a streamlined, concise thought. Porque you deserve this year. Me need y'all to real this see what's going on. It's the fact. We in the house. We in the house. We're gonna do este. You gotta be outside. Afuera. Dentro. You get it? The thing was dandyism, right? With the highlight on suits. Now we want to deep dive into what dandyism truly encompasses. Dandyism encompasses how brown people, as a spectrum, right? Because we're brown, we're not black. And that's another thing that we have to get out of our mindsets, is we're brown, we're not black. We're not negra, we're brown people. Even from the homeland, we're brown people. Okay? So tell me, brown people, and on anyone on our spectrum and has mixed with our spectrum knows that we are shit sharp with the least and with the best. We enjoy being adorned and we enjoy being draped. We enjoy taking something small and creating something so magnanimous, so celestial, by just a little grain of salt or mustard seed. Gloria a Dio. Gloria a Dio. Thank you, Lord. Just a mustard seed. Okay, God, don't open it. No, we need to go shopping. You just gonna open it? The mozzarella sticks, y'all. That's gonna be opening up. Don't just start the refrigerator. Hell yeah, mommy bought this down the casa. Then about 16 billion different pairs of. You better find me, guys. So, we are going to be shit sharp, fresh to death, no matter what the dress code is. We're going to take the dress code and we're going to do it up so much. That's us. That's dandy, aka dapper, which me think is a fucking bastardization and sacrilege for y'all to not have Dapper Dan. For y'all to not have June Ambrose. It's alright. Total PM. We just gotta find it, okay? We'll find it when Pokemon starts, okay? There's some Pokemon, some mental, okay? It's alright. Are you gonna go find it? It's a bastardization. June Ambrose, Ruth Carter. One of them people, wise folk, cultured folk, curated folk, they could have looked at you and told you, this right here is a fucking abomination to Obama's nation. Child. Y'all, ay, Santa Ramon Poco. It's an abomination to Jazz nation. To Jazz nation, Obama's nation, it's an abomination. For you all to sit here, and me ate it. Me loved every look. Gotta look. Me, because no matter, like me said, the team, the event, black people gonna show up and show out and outdress you. Brown people. Brown people gonna show up, show out, and outdress you. You saw me say, no cute cards, this off the top of the dome. And you know what? Maybe me just not as passionate as me what should have been in the first 3 videos. Pero 4, estamos aquí. Aquí estamos. It's all right. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right, baby. It's all right, baby. Mira. It's okay. Okay? It's in the car, so we'll find it, all right? Yeah, we'll find it, okay? We'll promote it. It's the fact that, historically speaking, me just gonna just deep dive out. Yeah, don't just start the tree. Salí. Uno otro. No. Oh, okay. Gonna take this tree. It's the fact that we're just going to historically deep dive onto why black people started wearing suits. Not that we weren't fresh and caught a piece of material that we had, right? And we were always, no matter when y'all first stole us, brought us over here, right? Stripped us of our regalia, of our jewels, of our identity, right? Yes. Teeny. What else is teeny tiny? Are you gonna show you should show the people? Show the people, okay? It's teeny tiny. It's pequeña. ¿Cómo está el ti? Mira, si te vas a ir peor. Entonces te vas a ir peor. Yes, skeleton. Mira, it's 3 stick out. So, once y'all did all that, and y'all put us in rags, we still were dandy. We still did little things with our looks, with our clothes, to still keep that part of us, of adorning and draping. That's something we've always done. That's not nothing nuevo. That's not new. Uh-oh. Oh, we just saw those. Do they eat fish? Yeah, because one's a pescatarian. Yeah. Let them all eat. Let's put them in a body of water, okay? Oh, let's put them in an ocean. No, not an ocean. Let's put them in a lago, a lake. Listen to the ocean breeze. You thought you was getting Miss Cleo, pero no. Me Cuban Asian Jamaican. You should already know. Plus, chocolate African American. So y'all should know. Southern black gal, Southern brown gal. Southern brown gal. An island gal. It's all right. We'll find it later. Un poco más tarde. So, it's the fact that they did all that, right? Let me tell y'all something historically speaking that's been forgotten about. That's another reason why this infuriates me as a Met Gala team, as the fact that all our black celebrities and royalty grace that fucking read off from the right? 100 years to the date that they did this shit. As Americans, as society. When they finally freed us from slavery, right? When the last slave, he's gonna be on the roof. When the last slave, the last slave was freed 1960. We're not gonna get into that though. When the last movement of slaves, the last class of slaves were finally freed, right? They finally gave us the option to be second-class citizens, right? Claro. So that being said, this was all between 1890s to like 1900s. For 1920s, around that time when suffrage was going around the mountain, Gloria Dio, me told that mom is paying attention in history class. He taught me he was just taking pretty notes. No, nigga, retain. So, mi nigra. So, it's the fact that around that time, black people were given the right to vote. And they were still second-class citizens. They were legitimized through clothing because you have to realize, if you've been watching me serious, we've been showing you the importance of sight. You got to know your sight. You got to know what you're seeing, okay? So with sight, that's my baby's paintings. With sight, it's the fact that visually they still saw us as dirt, as negros, as slaves. So they said, you all can start wearing suits to legitimize yourself in our eyes. This is exactly 100 years ago, people. The anniversary. God, I 5. What you drawing mommy? Draw mommy like one of your French girls. Okay, draw mommy like one of your French girls. You just taught me wasn't cultured. But you done culture swine. That's what I'm here to tell you. So, Toda almost got down dead. The fetch y'all. They legitimized us by seeing in their eyes. You don't have to wear the rocks no more. You can start putting on suits. You can start dressing like second-class citizens. And when they gave us the go-ahead as a nation to finally stop dressing and mentally take off that block of slavery. Porque when people don't realize everything is probably 75 to 95% visual. Because that's what people mostly take in. They rarely feel with their they rarely perceive with their other senses. That's it. They rarely take in things they perceive with the other senses. Touch, smell, taste, hear, things of that nature, right? They rarely take that in. It's usually 95% of the time sight. For them blow, you see a beautiful gal, you be like, damn, she fine. But then you smell that whiff is secondary. But you don't smell that whiff, porque smell travels, just like sound, just like light. So when not as now you starting to real deal getting the whole picture. You're starting to perceive this person as a whole because you're using all your senses, right? However, mentally, if you're not bueno, you can't see because it's amarillo, it's yellow. Pero it's bonito, it's beautiful. Really. Okay. So it's the fact that mentally they knew that if they kept us in rides, we would mentally stay there. If they legitimized us, we'll be grateful because finally they saw us differently. But also when we looked in a spell, in a mirror, we finally saw what was in our mind about how we felt about ourselves, how we tried to keep that close to our hearts where we came from and what we loved and how we love to adorn and dream. We finally could take that out of our mind and take that. Well, I would have worded that better. We finally could have took that. We finally took that in mind and was able to use that in our benefit. We was able to showcase and display our feelings, our emotions, and how we been dressing. If you give us the opportunity, if you give us the fabric, that's where the suit movement came from. Not zoot suit, but the original suit. The zoot suit really came from the fact that the other brown people, you see what I'm saying, Hispanics. Shout out to me Hispanic people, Afro-Latina and so. So it's the fact that they did it to legitimize themselves in the eyes of white people as well as society. This was to be seen so much so that people look at you. You have to. This is where the case you judge a book by its cover, or you don't. That's where it comes from. And also another thing, being in show. Another thing that derives from that is cleaning up nice. We did that because mentally, like me say, if you're not dressed, you feel like shit. But if someone dresses you or allows you to dress, great. No. Okay. She gonna be drawing like a French girl. Now, aren't they? Mine's a little abstract and subjective. Where we gonna go? So, you have these people who are finally legitimized and can basically dress the way they feel they can dress. They can express, and we haven't stopped since they allowed us to finally put on some clothes. We have not stopped since. We have not taken our foot off their motherfucking necks since. That's tea. Supelo. Mira. Don't you beat me on camera. I stop it! I just scared me. I'm white, so that's where that whole movement comes from. It's legitimization of black people in society, aka Caucasian people eyes, and other people, other cultures did the same thing and fell in line in their own specific way, like we did, to legitimize themselves in these people's eyes. Porque people forget that everyone was a second-class citizen up until the 1960s. Y'all so far removed with technology and how we live in today. Y'all forgetting that we just got this way less than 50 years ago. Me made me so old, y'all. Me guy was born 1960. That means my mom went through. Yeah, she's old. She's old. But my mom didn't have me till she almost 40. She's old. And me was her first child. So she had that godly cat. It was holy, but it was good. You know what I'm saying? It was blessed. You know what I'm saying? That seed was blessed. You feel me? Pero estamos aquí. So y'all see the chain? Y'all see the chain? Because me dandy. Mommy? Oh, that's me? Hey, mommy? Me love the gown. Let me show that. And y'all better fucking comment and tell me, Pidney, mi niña, mi toro, mi corazón, how much you love her fucking arte. Porque she is an artiste and she's sensitive about her shit. So, now that we have to go through that crash class, that master class of the history behind the suit, right? For everyone except for white people. Now, or we're going to be aquí in 2020 motherfucking 5. It's the fact that you came to me. Well, we got to go get some tea. We used it all. Yeah. You decide to take a moment in history of legitimization in the public society and Caucasian people eyes of America, that we are finally being legitimized. Go back. Put a bookmark right there. Okay, Ali. Go back couple decades. Where do you think monkeys in a suit came from? Where do you think the term monkeys in a suit came from? Was when they saw how we outdid them and outdressed them in fucking glorious fashion. They couldn't take it. And what's one thing a bitch had is when you outdress her in her own shit. In her own team. Oh. So, in her own shit. Mira. Sin nariz. Sin nariz. Yeah, it's not millennial. So, that's what the term monkeys and suits mean. Now, my little apology. Pero you have to remember that's exactly what she called us when we was over here running one of her damn parties not even a decade ago. She said, look at these monkeys all around. Walk around in fucking suits. Lo siento. Mira. Monkeys and suits. Me had to keep this leg so help me out. Monkeys and fucking suits. And the audacity, the gall, the historical gall of Anna Wintour. And me admire Anna Wintour just as what she represents. As a persona, spiritually, me can see what going on. A lot of people can't, that's fine. And when we meet her, me'll smile. Me will be nice. But deep down, she'll look me in the eyes and she'll know. Me see her. Bueno, do nothing. Hacerme de verme. So, it's the fact that this lady who had one Negro friend her whole career, right? And y'all love to say Anna love black people, brown people. Y'all love to say Anna love black, brown people. Y'all love to say Anna love brown people. Porque she had this one Negro around her. Did you not maybe realize that was the only Negro that she could probably digest on a daily basis? We just gonna bookmark that. Anyways, because that's gonna hurt a lot of people and folks' feelings. You gotta start seeing with spiritual eyes. Like, you gotta quit seeing what people present you and really see what they're trying to present you and why. It's the fact that in our 100-year anniversary of being legitimized through fashion, through suits, you use that as a segue to the 22nd century we're in, or the 21st, we don't know. Now that, porque me done been in so many siglos, me done lived so many different centuries, we don't know what century it is. Porque me done lived since the dawn of time, but that's another episode here. Who in the hell is that? Mommy? Hell no, girl! Yeah, you're not. Hell no, baby. Me old mink. No. Babe, okay. 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 So after that fight, we're back. Yes, me still a little. It's the fact that that's the team you placed, you announced for black people. This is the first black Met Gala. It was ironic to me that you used the same team for legitimacy as our nation, brown people, as a brown nation, to now legitimize us in the team that we not only created. It says in the Biblia, like, do you not think? Pero we not get ready to. We created, we dominated. Don't nobody outdress no brown person. Excepto if you go to Indonesia to a wedding or some type of spiritual or some type of ceremony. If they're being ceremonious in Indonesia, hell yeah, they're gonna be decked out. Those people. Ooh, bueno. We're gonna draw a corazon. You gonna draw me a corazon? Mm-hmm. So, oh, me also gonna give it to the Middle Easterns. So Indo-Asians, Middle Easterns. That's really two people that now they're more, they only do that ceremony wise. That's why me don't put no one in the bracket that me do brown people as far as dressing. Porque cada vez, every chance we get, we gonna show up and show out. We gonna dress. That's us. That's the very fabric of us. That's the identity that they couldn't strip from us. This identity that's planted deep down from our ancestors from the dawn of time. And you using that. You bastarda. You perra. You rust-clad asshole. Who have that? It's okay, baby. Okay? Okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay? That's why I make her, porque she gonna feel my energy and get hyped up as well. So the rest of this message, probably less than 15 minutes. We're gonna try to be as cool, calm, collected, and copacetic as we possibly can. Possibly. You use that as the gateway to legitimize us in your eyes, in the world's eyes of fashion, by that clothing, by putting Negroes in suits and making fun of these Negroes because Negroes in suits is monkeys to y'all. Monkeys in suits. Y'all had the most wealthiest of us out there cosplaying as monkeys in suits. It seemed like such ironic fucking side joke that no one thought, Anna, there's so many things black people can do. There's so many things black people can create. There's so many teams and teams that we can take and make our own. We could have Afrofuturism. We could have done Motherland. Bueno, bien hecho. Okay, just toma su tiempo, okay? Just un momento. You could have done a love letter to the motherland to have everyone represent what tribe they might have come from, or you could have done different decades in fashion that black people transcended. Brown people. That brown people transcended. That brown people transcended. We transcended that. You could have done the Players Ball. That would have been if you would have renamed the Met Gala Players Ball for the fifth, all those suits and that whole theme, me wouldn't associate that with the anniversary of our legitimacy as a people. Our anniversary of legitimacy is us not being second class citizens and not being fucking separate but equal. And separate and equal didn't even come to almost 40, 50, 50 years post us being second rate citizens. You could have named it Sunday service. Now Sunday service, that motherfucker on a went tour. If you would have done Sunday service, that's why you should have people like me on the board. That's why you should have people like June Ambrose on the board. That's why you should have people like Wisdom K on the board. So he can give you that different perspective. Or Ruth Carter. Even Tina, I don't even know. What's Tina's last name? What's Tina's last name? Me just gonna call Tina Knowles because that's all the team me know her by. She's married the wrong man so many times. Me don't know who she identifies with now. But we not on Miss Tina because me love Auntie Tina and me hope you find true love. We on the fact that Miss Tina should have been on the panel. She should have been on the council. Because she has made costumes from scratch when people denied her and her girls designer. People don't even realize Beyonce didn't start wearing to designer until what, mid-2000s? But can't nobody wanted to dress this. It's all right. Just I said it up there, okay? Mira. O. Over. Ruth Carter, costume designer. Tina Knowles. No. Or just, we not even gonna call her by the last name. Me feel like that's disrespectful. Porque Matthew, you know what you did. Miss Tina, Aunt Tina. Costume designer. Who was given nada and spun gold. Dapper Dan, who said, fuck these designer houses. We the designers. Indeed. Okay. It's all right. It's not. No, it's not a baby, okay? White. Just, yeah. Yeah, that's what she is. So, me don't. Sunday service would have done us a service instead of a disservice. Players ball would have been outrageous, cantankerous, a little boujegro, but it would have paid homage to us. Afrofuturism. Put niggas in space. Put niggas in the future. Be in it. Let's see, you did a circle. You want okay. You want to do instant? So it's just that's why we had to make this video. We didn't want to. Honestly, porque me didn't want nobody to feel like that. Oh, me hate this, me hate that. Me love the fashion. We didn't like the message, the true message behind it. And me hate that they try to cosplay instead of embodying an Anna Wintour letting the Met Gala embody the true essence of brown, spun and gold. Y'all had Rihanna cosplay as. Okay. Y'all, okay. I'm on it, okay. So my biscuits are. Y'all had Rihanna cosplay as Madam CJ Walker. And once me stepped outside me normal self and really put it on me That's why people that know me hate to be around me. Porque they know that me observance and me attention is so fucking surgical. It's so fucking molecular and atomical. They scared of what me might see in there. Being that child. Yeah, now let me draw it out. Okay, let's do a movie. Y'all have Rihanna up there pregnant. And all me could think is 2 monkeys in a suit. All me could think was a parade of monkeys in a suit. Porque that's exactly the message that you all are conveying. You know why? Porque y'all give me such a mente where me don't see nothing but truth. And a lot of times, it's so sad. And then y'all celebrate it and make it seem like, oh, this was a big thing for us, for culture. We could have been started our own gala and been out dressing these fools and been doing better themes. And that's why I'm going to have my own gala this year. At the end of this year in December, we can have my own gala. Porque people need to actually go to events and actually be truly the essence, embody it, instead of cosplaying it. Because none of y'all, Domingo, we don't even know this my name. Rocky. They had the F1 driver. We can never take his name. He's really attractive. He's Lewis Hamilton. None of y'all. Okay, baby. Be an intro. Mira. Let's just take our time. Huh? Yes, spirit. None of y'all black men thought. It's ironic that she wants to do this team for black people in suits as a legitimacy for us in culture. 100 years to the anniversary to the day. That's why we need black people like Bridget down all the way in Memphis. We don't know if she's in Memphis now because some company stole her with her husband and child and took her to maybe Atlanta. Me don't know. But Bridget, if you can find Bridget, she gonna teach you about some brown people. She gonna teach you what's up. Being a joke. And when we figure out her name, they might say it in the next one. Okay. They might say it in the next one. Don't start me something. Okay. Yeah. We got to need some glue. You can't see it there. Mm-hmm. But Bridget comes from TSU. She's a TSU alumna. And that, woo, just like me. Mimi ancestors wildest dreams. But for her to be a historian and in the capacity that her mind and her ancestors and those who came before us talk to her, she got to be one of their wildest dreams as well. Me implore you all to not fall for what you see, to question it, to research it. Why do we have Google? We used to have Bing. We used to really have Ask Jeeves. Some of y'all need to go back to Ask Jeeves days and ask the Lord. Don't even ask Jeeves, ask Jah. Ask Jah, why are they playing and making a fool of us in front of the whole world to see? Why are they parading us around? It reminds me of, and we're going to leave you with this here. This is the reason why you got to start seeing things for real deal. I was watching Drewski's, shout out to Drewski, and his baby on the way. That was spiritual, me might dissect that later. Porque we aquí, estamos aquí. No. Don't stop me talking. They, at the reunion, this gal, they all had disdain for this one gal, right? They all had disdain for this one gal. And One of the guys tell the guy, she says, yo, babe. She said, you good? She said, stop your ass up on this shit. And the gal that she was telling that to, spiritually, didn't even know where she was going with that. So her dumbass jumped on the chair. And the guy looked at her and said, now just beat the fuck out of you. You know why? Because people place you high so they can knock you out and eliminate you and make a fool of you for everybody to see.